Bianca.
I'm fine. I'm Kay Bianca.
Nice to meet you. Well, just to kind of tell you a little bit about myself, I'm, going to be a social worker throughout this time, and we're just going to try to figure out what's been going on. Do you mind telling me why you're here today?
Well, I mean, it's a lot. My mom and dad not together. I've been kind of bouncing between the two houses, and they have all these kids, and no one has time for me anymore. So they get mad because I like to hang out with my friends because we're like I'm closer to my friends than I am with my family. So um, then they get mad about me hanging out with them and wants me to be home because I'm on probation.
Okay, so just to get a better understanding, so it seems as though you're a little overwhelmed because your family it seems it's a little disoriented. Your parents they're no longer together, and you're now kind of forced to spend your time in between the two versus being used to like just having your parents to yourself and being in one house, and you're feeling a little stressed and feeling overwhelmed because they're giving you a little bit of grief about wanting to hang out with your friends. Is that kind of
Yeah, I mean, my mom, she has another daughter, which is my half sister, and they seem to be a little bit more closer. And they often you know will both take sides and kind of jump down my throat or whatever. So of course I feel like I'm by myself. So I defend myself. Sometimes it gets physical, you know, or I'll just leave. Since they have each other and I really don't feel like I have anyone, I'll just hang out with my friends because they understand me.
so you're feeling like really your mom anymore. Are you missing something? You're feeling as though she's kind of abandoned you for your half sister now. You just kind of feel like it's you against them.
At times, yes, I do feel like she abandoned me because her relationship with my dad didn't work out, and she always say that I remind her of my dad in some ways, and it kind of makes me mad because I know how their relationship was, so it's never said in a good way. So I mean, it makes me feel unwanted. So if you don't want me here, and I like hanging out with my friends, then, why do you get mad when I'm not here? Because it seems like you guys are pretty happy, when I'm not here.
So indirectly, you're kind of feeling like your mom might be taking out some of her animosity that she still holds towards your father on you, and that's directly causing some friction with your between you and your mother.
Yeah, I tell her ass all the time she needs some type of counseling or something. Because she's definitely not stable. I don't even understand why I'm here. She needs to be here because it's just too much. And him and his wife and all her kids, it just it just becomes overwhelming, bouncing between two houses, and having to listen to all these different people, as far as these different rules and what you do at your mom's house you can't do here, and what you do at your dad's house you can't do here, and it's just like sometimes I just feel like I don't want to be here, you know. I just, rather would be happy somewhere else, and they just never take my feelings into consideration because I'm 13 and they feel like I don't know anything, which pisses me off because obviously they don't know anything either. If they did, they wouldn't be in the situation that they in.
So earlier you said, I just want to revisit this part just for a second, and we'll go back to what you were just speaking about. earlier you said your mother should be the one in counseling because she's crazy. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, she does. I mean, just be spazzing out. I mean, I'll be at home, just came home from school and, you know, trying to be to myself, make sure that, there's no dishes in the sink or, the house is clean, which is a pet peeve of hers. I'll do my part, but if my sister, messes up something and I've already cleaned up, I'm not gonna go clean up after her. That's her job. And so when my mom, comes home, she'll just spaz out and start yelling and cussing. And I'll tell her, like, I cleaned up, I washed dishes, you need to go, talk to your daughter or whatever. So, of course, that's her favorite, so she's definitely not going to say anything to her. So it just, it's just frustrating. So my thing is, obviously you was pissed off before you got here, and, I'm sure this one sock or this one spoon in the sink is not what's driving you to, snap out the way, she do. But, I think she's bipolar or something. One minute she can be nice, and then the next second, her ass is like spazzing out, I don't know, like on a rampage.
Okay. So I just want to ask, do you think that maybe the responses that you give your mother when she comes in, do you think that maybe that might have something to do with the response that you then get back from her?
Well, I mean, she's rude as fuck. I mean, she don't come home and say hi, how was school? She come home saying small stuff. So I'm gonna give her what she gives me. You give me attitude, I'm gonna give attitude back. Like, if she wants respect, she needs to give it. I try to do my part. Sometimes I mess up, but, she just goes overboard with things. And then when she pisses me off, I'll leave out the house and then I go hang out with my friends and I do what I want to do because, she just pisses me off.
So basically, you're feeling as though your mother is harder on you than she is on your half sister, and she doesn't really give you the respect that you think you deserve. And basically, it's not, things aren't the way you're used to them being, and you're having a really, really hard time coping.
Yeah, I mean, things are definitely not like they were before. It just used to be me, my mom, and my dad. We would go on trips. They would come to my games, and we were fine. And then they had to make all these damn changes, and divorce, and now he has his own wife and kids, and and she has my sister and her new husband, and it's just like, what about me?
Have you ever tried talking to your mom or your dad about how you're feeling?
They do not listen. They do not care. They're too concerned about Tim, Becky, Kristen, and Robin. Like, they do not care about Kay. They're all about their new kids. I am a non-factor.
You say that they don't care, but I just really need to know if you've actually tried sitting down with them. Have you physically tried to sit down, either one of your parents, to really express to them how you're feeling?
Directly, no. No.
Okay. So we're going to be wrapping things up here shortly, but we will be meeting again next week. But I do challenge you. This is an assignment, so to speak, kind of like homework. I would like you to first make a list of some of the emotions that you're feeling, just words. They can be short words or phrases. I then would like you to challenge yourself to sit down for a few minutes with your mother and just show her the list and let her know these are some of the things, some of the ways you've been feeling. From there, if your mother provides you with feedback, I would like you to talk with your mother as calm as possible. And I then, want you to kind of document some of the steps you guys have taken, and next week we will review that list that you gave your mother, and we'll also review the conversation that you had with your mother. Does that sound like it would be a good idea for you?
I mean, I'll try, but, I don't think it's gonna work, but, I'm gonna be open-minded to it and I'll try.
That's all that we can do in this case, is just try. I appreciate you, I appreciate you taking the time to be open-minded and just challenge yourself, ask yourself this question before you go in to talk to your mother. Just ask yourself if your mindset is right, and then, try to make it happen, and I'll be talking to you next week.
Okay,